at the most basic level, in my belief system, I don't want people to take the life of an innocent child. I am pro-life. But I am pro-freedom. And so I do believe that once a person is born, I have no right, nor does a government have the right to tell that person that they don't have the right to protect their own circumstance in critical situations that are not understandable unless you're specifically in them. And that gives a person the freedom to make their own decision because of what is right for them in their own belief, which is the concept of freedom. That's liberty. Liberty is having... Wow. Liberty is having the right to self-defense, to protect yourself, to arm yourself for self-protection responsibly is liberty. And the right to that self-preservation does exist by the design of the framers of our Constitution as the right of a free people to protect themselves from tyranny, from their own government, and any other force outside of liberty. I believe it is the responsibility of our federal government, first and foremost, to protect our liberty and to protect the general population of the United States as one with all of its might. That is how I believe our framers intended America to be. What America is becoming is a special interest nightmare. And we have a government of individuals who are working towards their career or working towards oppression of some sort. More often it seems, and that's not all people, but it sometimes seems that they are working harder to repress us by being busy because their job is to legislate, and so they make laws. So if they don't make laws, they don't have something to do, so they don't have. I'll go back to that. Wow. Individual responsibility is a foundation of the American ideal. I am recording myself while I drive, but I am paying more attention to the road than I am to what I'm saying. I stopped talking because I saw a circumstance unfolding in front of me that was not in the self-interest of everyone involved. It's a place I find individual responsibility amazing every day. I just had a man pull out in front of me, put on his left-hand turn signal at about 7 car lengths. Now, it wasn't very far. There's a garbage truck to my right. He went to the far left lane. He needed to do that. There's another truck 10 car lengths, 15 car lengths in front of me that he cut in between that truck and the garbage truck, and there's a wide open space 3 cars behind me at a distance of about 5 football fields. I have a stoplight in front of me now. I'm stopping. That man probably would have tried to blow the light, except for now he finally has slowed down and gotten his wits about him. Some people are more individually responsible than others in various circumstances. Some people are more individually responsible than others. But we are all meant to be free. We have to first and foremost be responsible and respectful to each other. And the government has to help us with some certain protections, there's no doubt. But the government is becoming overkill. The government is taking our money from us so that they can make money. So that they can force everybody to provide themselves health care using a system of taking our money that is flexible. They change it when they feel it's best. Well, we need to do this and we need to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to do anything. If people were truly responsible for themselves, if people were taught the true American ideal, and many people are, thankfully, many people on all sides of the aisle do the right thing, and they teach their children well, to be a 60s hippie for a minute. Good people from the right and the left and the center of America do the right thing every day. They raise good families with good intentions, and some of those people raise children that turn out to be gay. And you know what? That's okay. Get over it, Bible thumpers. It's okay that people have a different interest. Now, gay community, please listen to me for a minute. I worked in the restaurant business for almost 20 years. I have had a lot of good gay friends in my life. I know you are good people. Some of you are irresponsible and some of you are responsible. And there was unfortunately a worldwide epidemic that was linked to your community that scared the batshit out of people. Be responsible. Be respectful. Be one of us, and we will accept you as one of us. Just like everybody else. Nut job racists, go to hell. Go to hell and die. You people that are so obsessed with the idea that a black man can't be president, you people should go fuck yourselves. Excuse my language, but I am serious. We need politicians that defend freedom. I am perfectly fine with the idea that a couple of states have passed the legalized marijuana at any level that they have passed. Arizona is one of them, and they've done it at a medicinal level, and I think it's wrong. I think it should be treated like alcohol because it is no worse than alcohol. And I'll tell you how I know that, because I smoke marijuana occasionally. Okay? And I'm talking to you right now. Do I make sense to you? Am I speaking common sense? Common sense is not so common anymore. That was the header of my blog for a long, long time. But you know what? I went out there and I made myself a right-winger. Thank you, my brother, my sister, my family, for helping me see that. I am not a radical right-winger. I am an American. And it is my principles that I believe are what America was founded on. And I believe that my principles are the principles that brings countless number of people around the world passionately to the point that they can't stand the idea of not being in America, or they flee to America for safety from tyranny. I get it. And when people get here, they should be safe as long as they're doing the right thing. It's not amnesty in a bad way, it's amnesty in a good way. But we gotta know who you are, people. And we gotta get you involved in the system, and you gotta want to be part of the system. And let me be honest with you, this nation, United States of America, was founded using a derivative of the English language. We need to call it American. We need to allow it to be flexible, because different people bring different things to this culture that are good. And we need to accept the change. Webster's accepts it. They modify the dictionary all the time. Let's accept it. And Webster's isn't the only dictionary company out there, and companies are what makes America move. We need to protect the interests of business so that companies will thrive. But we also need to protect the small individual. First and foremost, those who can succeed must protect those who are not able to fend for themselves. That is another massively important tenet of the American system as designed by our founders. And everybody who thinks that right-wingers are hateful, screw you. And everybody that thinks that left-wingers are crazy radical hippies and they're all occupiers, no, they're not. I hope you know better. I do. I am not that radical right-winger that maybe sometimes I presented myself to be. I am an American who is so proud of the fact that I was able to recover from a 5-year methamphetamine addiction to find myself and grow as a man with the help of God, my family, and my country as an inspiration to provide for myself, to make my own way in an intelligent manner, responsibly, first and foremost to myself for self-preservation, but also to the community at large to be a good person and do the right thing. I hope I make sense. I hope I am speaking common sense today. For if I'm not, I am a fool. And I don't think I'm a fool. I like listening to Rush Limbaugh. Last night I watched Rachel Maddow make some sense. I can't stand Chris Matthews, and I know Glenn Beck has been a little over the top, but you know what? He's been really, 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 really right, and he is a God-fearing, human being loving, caring individual who speaks some common sense sometimes. Even Keith Olbermann had a point once in a while, as off the deep end as he is. We all have something to say.